Okay, so good morning, guys. Today we are going to talk about the Mayan civilization. It is believed that the Mayans were from Asia and they came from Asia all the way to Mexico. And when they came to Mexico, they found one more civilization which is called the Olmec civilization, which existed before the Mayan civilization a lot of time before. So these Mayans started settling in there. They saw these Olmec civilization people, and then they learned what they did, and then they started their own civilization. They started settling in the 2000 BC and till in the pre-classic period. They came in there at 2000 BC, and then they started the real settling. When they started their agriculture, all of the other things started at 1800 BC. And I must admit that these Mayans were amazing at agriculture. They grew so many food, everyone liked it, and their fertile land. With that fertile land, they could actually grow so many. So at that time, they mostly grew potatoes, squash, chili pepper, and then some beans and maize, and the quality and the quantity of the land, right? It depends where is the location. If you want to know the quality, how much fertile is the land, it should be depending on the location. If it is near the river, it means that it is very fertile and it can grow nice. It can actually grow nice plants for food, for agriculture. And if it is not in the correct place, it is not fertile. The food cannot grow nicely. And the quantity also, it depends on the location where it is. These Mayans actually expressed whatever they wanted to say with pictures, which is kind of like hieroglyphics, kind of like. And then the Mayans have their number systems, totally different, but it is not like 1 to 10, all 9 numbers, all of them, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, going until 9. They don't have 9 numbers there, but they have like they have 3 numbers. One is 0, the second one is 1, and the third one is 5. 0 is expressed as a shell, 1 is expressed as a dot, and then 5 is expressed as a line. If you want to make 7 using the Mayan digits, you just need to make a line and 2 dots, which makes a 7. These Mayans who concentrated on religion, in their culture, religion was a very, very important topic. Mayan culture, religion was concentrated more than anything. It is the most important thing in the Mayan culture. The Mayans had a polytheistic culture. In a polytheistic religion, the Mayans actually worshipped many gods. In a polytheistic religion, someone or a society worships many types of gods. Like example for Hindu, they have multiple gods. So even these Mayans had the multiple gods. So in this place, the poor who had been killed, who had been dead, or think like if someone in the poor family died, these poor people used to bury them under their house, under the ground of their house, and then the rich did not bury them under their house. They put them in the tombs. They buried the people who died in the tombs. They even believed that if they worshipped any god in a wrong way, monsters would be released from the underworld to attack the Mayans. One more point, underworld in Mayan is called Xibalba, Xibalba. It's called the underworld in Mayan language. So they even had this big belief, that the priests had amazing scary masks. If they were if all the Mayans were in a special worshiping ceremony, the priests had these masks. The priests had these masks that can scare the demons if by mistake they worship the god in a wrong way. And Jaguar was a symbol of darkness, and he was the god of underworld. Mayans had this practice of sacrificing people's organs to gods. It nourishes the gods, and they are worshipping the gods by killing people and getting their organs out. The Mayans had the best economy throughout the south of Mexico and the north of South America. North of South America. South of North America, west of East America, well, no, it's East America, not even West America, right? So they put a lot of effort and creativity in making many stuff like pottery, ceramics, and then some clothes, and they created all of these stuff. They were very good at trading just because of two things. They put a lot of effort and creativity while making these stuff, and they were very good at maths. So that's why they could keep accounts and where did they trade their stuff. So now this brings me to the point of the hierarchy of the Mayan civilization. So the Mayan civilization had a very different hierarchy. You might guess that it should be like kind of like the Egyptian hierarchy, but Mayan hierarchy is totally different from the other hierarchies of the other civilizations. But it is very weird because you do not understand it. So on the lowest place goes the common people, like the normal common poor people. The poor people go in the lowest place, the farmers also go in the lowest place, and the slaves. So it means that the farmers are in the same levels as slaves and poor people. But farmers are like, they give food to the people, right? But still, they're in the last place of the hierarchy. They are in the levels of normal poor people and slaves. So now it gets me to the second level, which is the merchants and the artisans. So merchants are these people who sell stuff. They trade stuff out of this place. So they are on the second level of the hierarchy. And then even the artisans are also in the second level of hierarchy. Means it's very weird because artisans should have been in the last level and farmers should have been replaced with artisans. But artisans are taken in the second level because they create very good stuff, as I told you in my economy of the Mayan civilization just right now. So they're very good at crafting, so that's why they get a place in the second level with the merchants. And the third level, you have the rich people, the nobles, who are very rich and they don't do much stuff. And in the fourth level, we have the priests, council, where all of the priests are there. Means like, as you know, because the priests are very well respected by many people, because as I said to you in my religion practice of the Mayan civilization, priests were able to scare away the demons, which the Mayans used to believe. So the last level, which is the highest level, it is a king, as you know, because in every single civilization, the king will be always in the top level. So the king is the highest in the whole hierarchy. Now I'm going to talk about the Mayan civilizations. The dress code of simple people, like the poor women. So for the poor woman wore a skirt and then a short tunic on the top, which is called as a yupin, and then they even wore sandals, which is made out of earth. Then these men wore short line cloths, which was tied around the waist, and they added clover tunics whenever it got colder. and they even wore footwear. The men also wore footwear. The Mayans were the in architecture. They could build many good things. They were very amazing at pyramid making. They built so many pyramids, and they were only known very good at architecture because only of the pyramids. They built two types of pyramids. The first one is a pyramid where they buried the kings in there and they mummified the kings, which gives us a clue that there was mummification existing in the Mayan civilization. The second type of pyramid is type of pyramid where no human could touch that pyramid, even the priests, because that type of pyramids are kept for the gods, and if you touched it, you might get some disease and you may die. So now I'm going to talk about these big cities of the Mayan civilization. So the first city was named as Tikal. So it's Tikal, and Tikal was a very big city in the Mayan civilization. It had flourished. When the Mayan civilization flourished, it had many people living in Tikal, at least more than 100,000 people. Tikal had more than 100,000 people, and it had many things in its cities. For example, the things which you thought were never in the ancient times, like the latest times. They had playing grounds, they had schools, they had hospitals, they had a library. Tikal had many things which you couldn't expect in our time. It was amazing. Tikal was a Mayan civilization city that flourished so much. So Tikal had many people living in the city, as I said. So all these people used to live in a straw hut. Things like there was straw on the top, there was grass straw, old dried yellow type of straw on the top near the hut base, and then on the sides it was covered with mud, like the walls were made of mud, or like the normal types of house you expect. That's how they used to live in the car. So now I'm going to talk about the monuments of the Mayan civilizations, which were very important. The first one is the Machu Picchu. I'm going to talk about it, and the next one is Chichen Itza. I'm going to talk about Chichen Itza first, and then going on Machu Picchu. Chichen Itza is a very big pyramid in the Mayan civilization near the Yucatan Peninsula. It was very big, and it was 75 feet tall and consisted of 91 steps on each side. And if you multiply 91 into 4, you're going to get 364. Add one step in the temple, you're going to get 365 steps totally. So Machu Picchu also represented up the calendar for the years, and it even represented a god named Kukulkan. He was a very big serpent, and he was very scary. He's gonna eat you up, I'm saying. Built 1,500 years ago, and Chichen Itza means Mount of the Itza well. Itza is a tribe in the Mayan civilization. It was a Mayan tribe, so Mount of the Itza well. There was a well near the boundary of the Itza tribe. So it totally means that there was a boundary